Hello, everyone. I am Al Schwartz, and I'd like to welcome you to Framework Presents the movie sequel name game, Volume 2, Subtitle Boogaloo.
Yeah.
With me as our fabulous contestants from last time, we got John Bernard.
Me. Hi.
John is currently in the lead on the strength of his flawless performance run through both Hellraiser and Halloween franchises.
Yes, got lucky.
In second place, currently, we have June Kim.
Hello there.
Is he doing a little George Takei there? I'm not sure.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Or is that who?
I guess it's Obi-Wan. I'm sorry.
June got off to a bad start with Dirty Harry franchise that she was not familiar with at all.
But I did get to watch Dirty Harry, which I really enjoyed. So
That's great. Something good came of this.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Dirty Harry's great.
And on the basis of your flawless runs through the X-Men and Mission Impossible franchises, you are just behind John. A couple steps back from the both of you is Mr. Chris Prentice.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Third is only right after first and second.
It is. You're still on the pedestal.
it's usually second place that's really pissed, that he's second. Third place is really happy. So I'm actually jealous.
I like my spot.
Thematically though, we're talking about these long-running franchises, and a lot of them don't get good until the third entry.
That's not true.
That's not true, actually. No, because we're doing a lot of horror franchises. That might be true of like superhero movies more, but anyway, we gotta get rolling here. So you guys remember the rules. You're gonna get a franchise. I'm gonna read you the list of the subtitles of the sequels to that franchise, and you have to place them in their proper sequential order. Chris, you get to choose a number between 1 and 15 to get us started.
All right, I will not do what I did the last time, and I'm going to go with number 1.
Nice.
Number 1 is the Underworld franchise.
Oh, God.
This, I think, is one of the tougher ones. One of the shorter ones, but one of the tougher ones. Chris, do you have a relationship with the Underworld franchise?
We've agreed to see other films.
Okay, you're a Mila Jovovich, Team Jovovich then.
Oh, yeah, Mila for me forever.
Okay, well, the Underworld franchise goes in alphabetical order as such. And of course, one of these is a fake one that I made up myself. You've got Underworld. You have Underworld, Awakening. You got Underworld, Blood Wars. Underworld, Evolution. Underworld, Extinction. Underworld, Rise of the Lycans.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I mean,
as a reminder, also, I was brutal with this one. I just switched a title from a Resident Evil franchise into the Underworld list and one Underworld title into the Resident Evil list.
I would never know.
yeah.
How would you? There's no way.
This is rough.
Mila Jovovich wouldn't know.
This is rough.
You could have switched with something out of the Ma and Pa Kettle series, and I don't think I would know. So it would make a whole hell of a lot of difference. But okay, let's give it our best shot here.
Let's give it a whirl.
Yeah. Okay. So I know that we start with Underworld.
Boom! You're on the board. Way to go.
Okay. So, oh man. So what are the choices again?
I emailed you the list.
Oh,
That's Awakening, Blood Wars, Evolution, Extinction, and Rise of the Lycans.
okay. So I am going to say that after Underworld, we're going to go Evolution.
Boom! You're flawless so far.
Okay.
You did it.
So that helps me because then I know Extinction, that is a Resident Evil, so you can get rid of that one.
Boom!
Okay. Oh wow.
You're halfway there. You got three out of the 6
So
identified.
I'm basically just got a 1 and 2 shot now. I will say next is Blood Wars.
No, I'm sorry, sir.
Man, all right. I cannot buy a break. So we go Rise of the Lycans and then Blood Wars.
Rise of the Lycans is number 3. You're correct about that. And then your pick for number 4 is Blood Wars. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
That's right.
I'm sorry, sir. Blood Wars is number 5. Awakening is number
Awake.
4.
I started so good.
So
Brutal.
you had 2 misses in there.
Well, I always say once
that's
Scott
fair.
once Scott Speedman left, I left also.
Did Scott Speedman leave? None of us are
I
gonna
know he was in the first one because he was like kind of a name guy at that point, and then I don't know if he's been in any other ones since then, but I get the feeling he wasn't.
It seems equally likely that he's been in all of them.
That honestly that could be too. It really, he could have directed the last 3.
Is Underworld the height of the Scott Speedman career? Like that's like the peak of Everest for Scott Speedman?
Peak Speedman.
Yeah.
Is that his brother's name?
He had a Dark Blue that wasn't much of a hit, but he had a big role in that one.
It's a better movie than Underworld,
Oh,
right? I mean,
yeah.
the original.
Yeah, but Underworld's a franchise.
Yeah, that is true.
They didn't do like Dark Navy and Dark Cerulean.
No, I wish they had.
All right, we got to keep rolling here.
All right.
June, you're up next. You got to pick a number between 2 and 15 now.
Well, I'm gonna go with Chris's approach and go number 2.
I just went number 2.
It's not that kind of podcast, guys. Now, June, you have chosen the Terminator franchise.
Oh, nice.
I think this is one of the easier ones. Do
Yeah.
you want to attempt to just run it for bonus points without getting the titles, or do you want me to feed them to you?
Let me try to do it without it.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. So, the Terminator, first one.
So far, so
Terminator
good.
T2, Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yep.
Terminator 3, T3, Rise of the Machines.
Yes,
Terminator Salvation doesn't have a number.
that is number 4.
And then Terminator Genesis also doesn't have a number.
No, but it has a very stupid spelling. Do you want to attempt that for an extra bonus point?
Let's see. Genisys.
Yes, indeed.
Dang!
It was just funny because I just because to mock it, I usually purposely spell it wrong, like in
Mhm.
various ways.
But it's like it's
So-
already done that for you.
Yes, yeah. So I usually spell it like Gensis or Gensus or stuff like that. So I need to know how to spell it in order to spell it wrong. So
It looks like a protein shake.
like you buy it at GMC or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right.
after
There's a
that-
6th Terminator film, however.
right. So after Genesis flopped, they tried again with Cameron coming back with Terminator Dark Fate.
Bam.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yep.
Hooray!
Good job.
Bad franchise, right? Like you get
It
1
is
and
now.
2, excellent. Yeah.
It's a bad franchise now.
Yeah.
um,
Well, I skipped the last couple because I have heard nothing good about them.
yeah, they rode it into the ground, basically.
I was kind of a defender of T3 actually for a long time.
Well, I know people defend one for the ending and some action.
It's got a really good ending, and I also like both Nick Stahl and Claire Danes, so I had some
Well,
love for it.
I always say that the worst part of Rise of the Machines is that Linda Hamilton isn't in it, and the worst part of Dark Fate is Linda Hamilton is in it.
Yeah, that's a real
I think
bummer.
that makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
very unfortunate what happened with her in Dark Fate.
Oh, she's horrendous.
That's probably the best of the latter ones, though, right? I mean, who cares? They're all terrible.
Yeah.
What is kind of fun about it is that the last 3 films of the Terminator franchise now make up a trilogy of failed trilogy starters. That's
It's
kind of
Yeah.
unique. Yeah, like you don't see that often.
And the problem, of course, is that the 2 of them are basically just trying to be Terminator 2 anyway.
Huge problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Well,
kind
no,
of all
Terminator
the-
3 was trying to be Terminator 2. That was the biggest problem with it.
Basically, 3 of them have tried to be Terminator 2, and then the one that didn't try was just boring.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that Salvation didn't work because, like that would be the only way to go forward with those. I feel like, but on the other hand, maybe there was no way forward. Maybe,
I don't think so.
Maybe it's miraculous that Terminator 2 worked and there was just no making another.
Yes, that would be my
Yeah.
contention.
I mean, personally, my stance is that like I'm not interested in the future war at all. Like that, there's nothing of
Yes.
interest there for me.
I agree.
It's very generic,
It's
actually.
it's just
Yeah.
it's better in little clips and flashbacks.
Right.
That's you think, oh wow, that's pretty cool. I'd like to see a whole movie of that, and then they did it, and you're like, I don't want to see a
Nope,
whole
you
movie of
don't.
that.
No.
Well, you don't want to see that movie. Like an apocalyptic robot war is that could be a movie. There could be a movie there. But
I
yeah,
suppose. Yeah.
but it's hard to like sort of staple that in the back of the Terminator series though, which
Right.
is
I think that's
has
the
that
thing.
as a backdrop, but is something very different.
Yeah,
Because
it's what's
anything
so
you make
impressive.
has to try to loop it. It has to try to loop it into the present day series. So
Yeah.
and that holds it back from being whatever it wants to be, I guess.
You think they're going to try again? Or
Oh, I'm sure they will.
At some point,
Like
Yeah.
they'll
whoever
go
holds the
back and
rights
they'll
to it.
do the gritty remake of the first one for the lower budget by Platinum
The
Dunes.
first one's already gritty.
But that's what I'm saying is they're going to go back because all these other ones have been big budget tentpole summer or fall movies, and now they're going to let's get back to the gritty how it all began kind of deal.
And you'll get people going like, yeah, this time they might get it right.
Yeah, of course.
I just had a dark vision of the future. It's gonna be
Dark Fate.
it's gonna be called just Kyle Reese,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be like a prequel, essentially a prequel, but set in the future war entirely. It's gonna end with him being sent back, and it's gonna be awful.
I mean, that was the trilogy that Salvation was supposed to be, right?
Yeah, well,
That
they always said that was how Salvation was going to end. It's we're going to send Reese. That's how the whole thing's going to end, and it'll be a perfect time loop. And then I don't even remember the preposterous ending that they came up with. Something about didn't they like turn John Connor into a robot or something like that?
No, that
was a
yeah.
potential idea that was rumored.
That was
But,
the ending got leaked and they panicked and changed it. It was
And
one
they
of the
changed it.
early internet kind of moments of that, where they're like, "Oh no, they found out on the internet what we're doing. We got to change it," and they kind of didn't come up with anything to change it to, and it ruined their potential future. And then the movie bombed anyway.
They just give Marcus gives John Connor his heart or something like that, like
Yeah.
to keep him alive or something. I think something like that.
I mean, the original premise, if I understand, was like that John Connor died, and then they put Christian Bale's skin on the Terminator body, and then Christian Bale would be playing the Terminator, pretending to be John Connor in the proposed next film in the Salvation trilogy, which is pretty wild, but also pretty stupid. So,
which they end up doing with Genesis anyway, kind of with the nanotech, John Connor Terminator.
oh god,
hybrid.
Yeah, that's right.
Which they gave away in the trailer anyway, so it didn't even get to be a twist.
Yeah, that's a rotten film. That's
that's enough Terminator. You have made me sad, all of you. Not you guys really, but the Terminator franchise has just made me sad.
valid. Okay,
John, it's your turn to pick.
all right. I'm gonna go with number 10. Big number 10.
Number 10 is you have picked. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. I think this is going to be right in John's wheelhouse again, but John has picked the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Oh, for the love of Pete!
Well, I'm glad I didn't get that one.
There are quite a few of them, though. So maybe it'll be a little harder that way. But John, is this? I mean,
he's done the Hellraiser.
You went 9 for 9 on Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, this is just a walk in the park.
I'm afraid I'm going to get these. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'll run them without the names. But I am curious what your fake name was for Terminator, by the way. And
it was just it was Legacy. I figured it was generic enough that it might trip somebody up if they hadn't watched them.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty.
All right.
We haven't gotten any of my good gag ones yet, I must say. I'm a little disappointed in your number picking. Mm-hmm. But anyway. All right, so I already sent you the list, but if you want to not look at it and attempt to run
you better give them to me.
Okay. All right, so the list of Nightmare on Elm Street films is Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Child, The Dream Master, Dream Warriors, Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare, Freddy's Return, Freddy's Revenge, Freddy vs. Jason, and New Nightmare.
All right. The original Nightmare on Elm Street, number 1.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, number 2 is Freddy's Revenge.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's the weird gay one. Yes.
I thought that was 3.
No,
Oh,
no.
it's 2.
3 is Dream Warriors,
Okay.
and that is. I don't know. Is this the consensus pick for the best of the franchise, or is that the original? Still, it's those.
I
Those are the
I
two
don't,
best ones.
third one's the best to me.
I kind of
Really?
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was no question whatsoever that the first was the best. And
No, first is good. It's just
It
third one's
is.
just way more fun.
Third one's super fun, is the thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's all the dumb stuff you want, but it's still kind of scary. You know, there's images in it that you're just like, ooh, ugh. But it's also got a lot of Freddy punchlines. But before they overdid it's kind of like the sweet spot. Yeah. Number 4, shit. This is Rennie Harlan, and I'm pretty sure it's the Dream Master.
yep, you are correct, sir.
Okay, yes. Number 5 is the Dream Child. It's kind of a piece of shit. And then I believe we are on to Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
With I think we ran into this with one of the other ones too. With Friday the 13th, like the final chapter.
Yeah.
Comes with like 3 or 4 more to go.
Feels like naming project files. There's always another final coming up.
Yeah. Friday the 13th.
Final version 3.
There's 2 finals in the Friday films, actually. One of them is the 4th movie.
I know. All I know is the 6th one he plays Nintendo.
That's right. Yeah.
Freddy does?
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's one kid who's like into video games. He's like, "Oh, but now you're playing with Freddy or whatever," and he's got a power glove.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking dumb. Let's see. Now the real question here is New Nightmare before Freddy versus Jason? I think it is. I believe it goes New Nightmare followed by Freddy versus Jason, and that is Robert Englund's last appearance as the character.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right, you're still correct.
Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Cool.
And then you said Freddy Jason, so yes.
Mm-hmm.
Freddy's Return did not fool you.
No.
That's fine.
No.
I should have just gone with a gag one in that case. Oh well.
Yeah. Well,
I was going to try and convince you that there was a Freddy vs. Jason sequel that was called The Assassination of Jason Voorhees by the coward Frederick Krueger.
I mean, they've got a sense of humor about it now. They probably should do something like that. I mean, that's a pretty niche joke, I suppose. But
Yeah. I just think it's funny to refer to him as Frederick. I don't know why.
I wasn't sure if it was Return or Revenge for a moment. I was kind of like, I'm actually not sure about that. But no, it's Revenge, which is odd because he doesn't really take revenge in it. It's an entirely new cast.
Well, that's where he has the pool party slaughter.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's a weird one, not just because of the overt gay stuff, but it's like all the rules of that the rest of the franchise goes by are completely out the window in that one.
Oh yeah,
That
they
one's
didn't care at all.
Yeah, it's the one that doesn't quite fit. It's almost the Halloween 3 of them.
Well, and
all right.
and Freddy
Deep
like
in the horror
looks
movies here.
way different too. I mean, the look of
Mhm.
him is like so much different than the other movies.
Well, to the extent that
Well, I think he's got like red eyes in it, and I mean, it's just it's not a bad design, but it's just a lot different than any of the other movies.
Yeah, he's definitely less of a character in it. He's much more of a sort of a Freudian nightmare of that sort of springs from a subconscious of the character, even if he is technically like, yeah, he's still that child killer, but he's not treated as a character, which he is in the other films to whatever extent.
From the director of The Hidden, same director.
Shoulder, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting one, at least. Like, it's way more interesting than anything past Dream Warriors. Then it really gets into diminishing returns and just repeating the same shit over and over. Freddy.
I kind of like New Nightmare.
Ooh, New Nightmare's an interesting one. Sort of the.
I mean, I saw it
proto-Scream.
once many years ago. Yeah, but yeah, I thought it had it did the meta stuff. I thought in a way back when that was still kind of novel.
Yes,
and now it's a bit tedious. I think
it's
to lean that heavily to the meta stuff.
It's definitely more interesting than a lot of the films that came before. They're really trying something in that one. I would have to revisit it to know if it is good now.
That was before like Hollywood had just had established that you can just do a reboot. Like you can just like kind of remake the first one and maybe nod that it's like in continuity, but not really. Like,
oh, there
so
was.
they
There was
really
a,
like they put a lot of work into rebooting the series there in like a new way, a very 90s way.
And speaking of reboots, this does not. I didn't refer to the Jackie Earle Haley reboot where they overtly make him a pedophile.
Generally, these franchise runs do not include reboots because mostly the reboots start to recycle the same titles, and it gets too confusing. There is one exception to that where there's a reboot series that does not match any of the original titles, so we'll get to that when we get to it. Speaking of, Chris, do you want to make your next pick and
Yes.
see if we get
Yes. I will go with number 6.
there? Chris,
Yes.
this is your chance to really make up a lot of ground because you have chosen Tyler Perry's Medea series.
Oh man, yeah, this is great. Yeah.
You
Well,
cannot win.
the funny part of this, is that at some point my girlfriend's gonna listen to this, and she loves these Tyler Perry movies, and she's always trying to get me to watch these. And I actually have watched one or two. Which one or two I've seen, I could probably never tell you. But okay.
Well,
that's fine.
well, well. Look
Here-
who's come crawling back.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you to start with, Chris.
Yeah.
How many Medea movies do you think there are?
Oh God, I know there's a hell of
I
a lot.
guarantee you it's more.
Oh, I'm gonna say there's 9 of them.
There are 10. I told you there was more.
Oh my God.
Wow. I did
All
not
right.
know that.
All right. This is a real tough one. All right. So I sent you the list, but I'm going to read them for
Yeah, I will need the list. Thank you.
in alphabetical order. We've got Boo! Exclamation point. A Medea Halloween. Then we have Boo 2! Exclamation point. A Medea Halloween. Then we have Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Medea's Big Happy Family. A Medea Christmas. A Medea Family Funeral.
That was I saw that
Medea
one.
Homecoming. Okay, well, you got something there. You have a 1 in 10 chance of placing it correctly.
Yeah, I saw it though.
A Medea Homecoming. Medea's Family Reunion. Medea's Family Vacation. Medea Goes to Jail. And Medea's Witness Protection.
You're screwed, man.
Yeah, this. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a person who's done worse at any kind of a game that's ever been made, but I'm gonna. Okay, let me give it a try here. Okay.
He's gonna go for it.
Oh yeah, I mean, can I pass? No, I can't pass. Okay. So,
Not this round.
okay, so I do know that they didn't start out as just Medea movies, and I'm almost certain that Diary of a Mad Black Woman is the first one.
Boom. Chris, you're doing great.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
so okay, wow. All right. So how about since it worked for Ernest, let's go with Medea Goes to Jail.
Ooh, not quite.
Damn. Okay.
I like the Ernest connection though.
Yeah, I mean, weren't half of these Ernest movies also? Wasn't there wasn't?
I mean, there's some overlap there. I think that Jim Varney was something of an aspirational figure for Tyler Perry.
I feel like because
He definitely dressed up as an old lady before too, right?
oh, that
He
was
does
the
have
best
old
thing
lady
he did when he was the old lady.
He's got a neck brace. Yeah.
Yeah, he would always be like, "Well, that's such
Oh,
a
wow.
beautiful thing that you just did there." Okay, so
Wait, he played an old lady as Dennis Miller?
kind of.
Kind of.
That's how it sounded.
yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
All right.
Let
So
me get back to it.
you're still on number 2.
You're on number 2.
She doesn't go to jail quite yet.
No.
And,
So let's go.
if I feel like I can give you some slight hints here. They don't leave the family behind to go to jail that quickly.
Okay. I mean, I know the Halloween ones are way later because those are somewhat recent. So I will go with Medea's Family Reunion.
Boom! All right, you're up to number 2.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Now you got number 3.
Okay. Well, 3 is Medea Goes to Jail. Well, I think we figured that out, right?
You're correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I was thinking that's
Number 4.
late days for
How
we're scraping
about-
the bottom.
Yeah.
It's so quick.
How about Medea Family Vacation.
Medea Family Vacation is the fake one, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't
I
mind.
felt a little bad making one that would slip in that easily when there was already 10 of these to try and sort out.
Yeah. That one sounds probably the most appealing, to be honest. I wouldn't mind seeing Medea's
Yeah.
family go on vacation.
I can't believe it's not in production.
I mean, how horrible is it that they would have her go to jail before she'd go on vacation?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
seems
Oh,
wrong.
maybe
should
that's
never
like a
got a
trenchant
vacation.
social commentary, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
God damn
seems
it.
wrong.
It might fucking be. It might actually be. I would like
But
to
they
make
did a
it.
family funeral and they did a sequel to the Halloween one before they did Family Vacation. That's, you know.
Well, so I know that one, a family funeral I've seen, so I'm gonna go with that as the next one.
No, sir. That's a ways
Oh
down.
my god. Well, it seemed like the right choice.
We're still on number 4.
Number 4. So I need number 4. How about Medea's Big Happy Family?
Boom, nailed it.
Oh,
Mm.
yes. Okay,
Mm.
so I'm kind of okay. I'm not doing as bad as I thought, to be honest. How about we go with Witness Protection?
What? Really? Yeah, 5. I mean, that's
Nice.
number 5. You did.
Nice.
On a roll.
Did you just Google this stuff?
I should have. Can we do that?
No, you cannot.
Oh,
I mean, I can't stop you. But
okay. So we went Witness Protection. How about Homecoming?
Medea's Homecoming is currently in production. It's an unreleased Medea
Oh,
project.
I thought he had
Yeah.
retired the character. Actually, guess not.
Well, that
Why
was
would
until the next check is in the mail. Then it's unretired.
Yeah.
Then I suddenly have a good idea.
Medea's Witness Protection 2: The Search for More Money.
Yes. All right. So now, how about Medea's Christmas?
Yeah, you got it.
How
I
about
think we're up to 7.
we're up to 7, but I think I've blown like 3 of them. So,
I think you only have
let's
3 to left. To
okay.
choose
So
from.
let's start with the Halloween ones then. Boo a Medea Halloween.
That is correct, sir.
Okay, then I'm gonna go right off the bat. I'm going Boo to a Medea Halloween.
That is also correct, sir.
Oh God! Wow. All right. And
Yeah.
so then there's one more that I still have it named, I guess. Well, wait. You said funeral was like the latest one, right?
Did I?
I think you did. So I'm gonna go with that after
Well,
Boo 2.
You,
that's all of them. That's all of them. I mean, and I said that Immediate Homecoming is unreleased.
Unreleased. And did I even try for? Oh, I named the fake one, but I didn't know it was the fake one. So okay, all right. I actually don't think I did as bad as I thought I would.
I think you had 3 misses in the whole time. That's not bad
not bad at all.
for 11 choices
Yeah, I mean
that you haven't seen any of, and that don't give you a very good sense of progression between them.
no.
You could probably guess that Witness Protection comes after Goes to Jail, and that Boo 2 comes after Boo. But
I know just from just trailer things that stick in my mind. I know that Larry the Cable Guy is in the Christmas one.
Nice. Yeah,
I
makes
know
sense.
that.
really,
Yes.
I mean, is there a strict continuity to the Medea series, or are these kind of like not unlike the Griswolds, and that the family around her changes every episode, or is it a beloved cast of characters that everyone knows in the
I think it might be a little more like the Clumps, where he plays half the family members anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, from the
sure.
one
But
that I saw,
I don't know.
from the funeral one I saw, like he plays a couple characters at least, and so he plays Medea, and then he also plays like a gentleman that's got the electronic voice box type of deal, and so
Sure.
he'll be like like that, and that's very funny.
Yeah, I got it. Very, very good.
that's-
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
sounds hilarious.
And but I think those are the only 2 characters I know of that he played in it. But if there were more, it would not surprise me.
Yeah, it'd be like Eddie Murphy style clumps, right? Or Vampire in Brooklyn. Right.
Coming to America. He did
Yeah,
a couple of
he
the
was
barbershop guys there.
quite good at
Bowfinger.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Both? Yeah, that's right. All right, June, you're up
Alrighty.
next.
Well, one second. Has anyone else seen a Medea film? I am. I have
No.
not.
I have not.
Yeah, I should just watch them all. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
What numbers have been taken? So it's like 1, 2, 6, and
7, I believe. No,
Well,
sorry.
I- 10.
1, 2, 6, and 8.
okay. Well, I just continued the way I was going and go for number 3.
Number 3 is the Leprechaun franchise.
Oh shit! I've never seen one before.
Oh,
Nice.
Never
Finally.
seen a
Nice.
Leprechaun? Okay, so you're probably going to want me to read you the list. Then.
Yes, please.
So that
I could have
gets-
got this too, by
Yeah.
the way. All right.
I believe it.
All right. I'm going to do June a slight favor here and remind you of the rule that says that it's possible that a franchise does not start subtitles immediately.
Right.
And so you might have to say how many there are that are just 1, 2, 3, 4 before they start doing subtitles. But the subtitles of the Leprechaun sequels, including the fake one, are Back to the Hood. By the way, that's the numeral 2, and the is spelled THA. It's Back to the Hood. Then we got Aaron Go Blood with an exclamation point. Then we have In the Hood. Then we have In Space. Then we have Origins. And then we have Returns.
All right. I'm just gonna let's see. I'm gonna wing this. I'm gonna say based on the laughter. My assumption, just based on that, is the fake title is Aaron Go Blood.
You're correct. I did. That's
Or-
the fake one.
The problem is it's too good of a title for the Leprechaun films. It's
I actually don't get it. Is it because I haven't seen them?
it's a Gaelic saying. It's Aaron Go Bra.
Okay.
There we go, right? Yeah,
Oh, I see.
it's an Irish thing. You're right, but I couldn't just do all of them like just Leprechaun Legacy, every time.
Right. Leprechaun Genesis.
Yeah. I could have done Leprechaun Genesis. So, it would have made more sense then. I could have played it off as like a Gaelic spelling. All right, but June, enough of this nonsense. You gotta.
Okay.
What's the second Leprechaun movie called?
So it says Leprechaun. That's it's Leprechaun. Leprechaun is Leprechaun 2 just Leprechaun 2?
It is. You're correct.
All right. I'm gonna say. And then is Leprechaun 3 Returns?
Leprechaun 3 is just Leprechaun 3.
Damn it. Okay.
There's
So
more
let's-
of these than you would think as well.
Right. Okay. So let's see. So there's Leprechaun 3. So just to go along with that, is there just Leprechaun 4?
There is not.
Okay, so that's where
Now
it stops.
we're in subtitle land from
All
4.
right. All right. So is Leprechaun 4 is Returns?
It is not.
Oh damn. Let's see. Is it? Let's see.
This one's harder than I thought.
Is it In the Hood?
It is not. I'm sorry.
Oh shoot. Okay. Damn. Is it like if Leprechaun 4 turns out to be Back to the Hood? I'm gonna be really pissed.
It's not quite that.
Let's see.
But that narrows it down, right?
wait, well, I can't even remember which one's like. Yeah. So I tried In the Hood.
I think you're down to if you're eliminating Back to the Hood, then I think your only
Right.
choices left are Origins or In Space.
Is it Origins?
It's not.
Ah, damn.
He went to space before he went to the hood.
Or was
He's a
created.
fucking leprechaun.
All right. So what am I
Sorry.
on? What am I on?
Now we're up to 5. Now we're up to Leprechaun 5.
What was Leprechaun 4 then? It was
Leprechaun in Space.
Mhm. This
So
might
is
help.
Leprechaun 5. Yeah.
This might help. I was talking about continuity in these films earlier. Leprechauns have a completely broken continuity. Like
Okay.
one film ends, he dies, he's back in the next one. They don't tell you why. It
All right.
might be the same character. It's certainly the same performance by Warwick Davis, but no. I mean, he wants different things. The
didn't
rules
even
of
know Warwick
Leprechauns are
Davis was
different.
in it.
It's a whole different deal. Every movie.
He could be
Alright.
it could just be a race of leprechauns
Mhm.
that we think
Yes.
they all look alike because we're racist.
That's true.
Right,
It could
right,
be
right.
that. And that's true of In the Hood and Back to the Hood as well. Those start and end in very different places.
And Ice-T's in
All
one of them.
right.
That's right.
All right.
That's-
I mean, June, Chris, if it makes you feel any better, June's already got 5 misses on this one, which was half the length of the Medea series. You only had 3, so like I think you actually did very well on Medea.
You know, it actually
Yeah,
does
you
make me
do.
feel better. I gotta say.
I do this all for you.
Thank you.
But how
So-
honestly, how was he supposed to know that he went to space like that early?
Oh, I know. If you're not
So-
familiar and you see the hood options and then space,
Yeah.
typically, I it's a hard one.
Like
Space
the-
seems like when they're really reaching.
Yeah.
Oh, they were though. That's the thing. They were out of ideas before.
But they must have found like a new fuel source in space because they went on for another 5 movies.
Yeah, I mean the
4
Hood
movies,
Hood
actually.
turned out to be quite fruitful for him.
so let's say
All
so in space was it 5?
Was 4.
Was 4.
Leprechaun
So-
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
Leprechaun in
and then
space.
in space, and then is it In the Hood,
Yes, it is.
and then Back to the Hood,
You're correct.
There you
And
go.
then-
6.
and then finally it gets to Origins.
Yes, that's number 6.
Hooray! Wait, is that everything?
There
there
is then
more?
Leprechaun Returns.
Oh, did I not do that one?
You know,
I thought
that is the most
I'm
recent
so-
Leprechaun. Yeah.
I'm so thrown off right now. Well, there it goes. There, like I forgot that I didn't choose Returns yet, or did I? I can't remember.
It was one of your wrong.
Leprechaun Returns does not
What's the-
have Warwick Davis playing the Leprechaun.
Neither does Origins.
Uh,
Yeah, the Leprechaun is played by WWE wrestler Hornswoggle in Origins,
Oh,
and
Wow,
yeah,
okay.
he's not the same Leprechaun. He's just sort of a
Yeah,
feral
I mean-
creature. It doesn't rhyme or anything fun like that. He just sort of eats people.
I don't even
It's,
think that I don't think he's like a little person either.
I think he's a bit little.
Is he?
I-
Okay.
I mean, the creature he plays in Origins is.
All right. Maybe
I think
I'm-
this is a fruitful area for us to speculate on for at least 10 minutes. Let's talk about how little you have to be called a little person.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Or John can just pick his next number. We could try that too.
I mean, I could go on about Leprechaun. Okay, the number 8. I like number 8. Is anyone taking that yet?
You did Nightmare on Elm Street. That's you picked last time.
I picked 10.
Well, he picked 10,
then
yeah.
I'll take,
Oh, you picked 10?
regardless, I'll take 10 this time.
In that case, you have really stepped in it. You are in the Step Up franchise,
Shit.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
the competitive dancing movies, I believe. Another one where I have not seen a single one of these. I gather you don't have a relationship with this franchise either.
Not as such. I think I've seen some of them, perhaps. I'm going to need them titles, that's for sure.
All right.
I didn't know there were very many.
Well, okay. I'm going to go alphabetical, but some of these have like number puns in them.
Mm.
So the first one is going to be number 2, To the Streets.
Yeah.
Then 3D.
Mhm.
Then Forever,
Hmm.
EVA.
Hmm.
Then Step Up : All In.
Jesus.
Step Up : Revolution. And Step Up : Year of the Dance.
All right. Okay. So, oh boy. Well, I'm in trouble here. Let's see. Okay. The first film is Step Up. That's Channing Tatum.
Good start.
Yeah, and of course the sequel is Step Up to the Streets.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
You got some solid lead-ins here, I think.
Now,
Better than Leprechaun.
the question is, I don't know about, I remember there was a 3D, but I'm not sure that it was Friday the 13th style. The third film has to be in 3D. It might have been like the fifth film, and they just now we can do 3D finally. Or am I overthinking it?
I mean, overthinking is the last thing you want to do when you're in a heated dance battle.
You're right. I would fail at the streets. Let's see. I think. You know what? I'm throwing caution to the wind, and I'm going to say the third Step Up film is Step Up Revolution.
No, it's 3D.
Fucking.
Come on, man.
Okay, fine.
You got you. You
Well,
tried
that
to be,
makes
you tried to be
sense.
smart.
I got too clever. Okay. Is number 4? I think Forever is the fake title. That's my guess. It's too much
Wow.
of a
All right,
layup.
you're correct, sir.
Yeah.
Man, I am too. You guys have my number on these.
Is Revolution the fourth step-up film?
It is not.
All In, then. It's All In is the fourth.
All In is the
Okay.
fourth.
Yeah. And then it's Revolution, right?
Yes,
Okay, and is Year of the Dance the unreleased step-up film?
it is. I believe it is being. It's being made primarily for the Chinese marketplace.
Makes sense.
Like
Okay.
Year of the Dance.
Oh, sure, like the dragon or such. Yes.
Yes, Year of the Rat,
Yeah.
whatever. Year of the Dragon.
Okay. So it actually is like just right down the list there, in alphabetical.
I really thought that.
Yeah.
I thought Forever was coming on the heels of To the Streets in 3D was like, a trap that no one could avoid stepping in. But you managed to avoid that, and yet you somehow managed to overthink 3D.
Yeah, it's because I fell in the 3D pit beforehand.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I never could have guessed. This is why this is America's game. It's unpredictable.
I think it's just a shame that we have all of these step ups, but we only got 2 you got served.
Yeah. I mean,
Pathetic.
I believe You Got Served was a little more niche, right? It was very specifically about competitive breakdancing. And
Yeah.
Is that not what Step Up is?
I think you can do a lot more styles of dancing in Step Up, right? Like, isn't the first one is like, well, she's classically trained, and his training is the streets.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. At
You're
all.
not thinking of like Shall We Dance or something?
Yeah,
Or
I
what's
think
that
that's
one
Save
with
the Last Dance.
Save the Last Dance? Yeah,
I mean, it might have
Julia
the same
Stiles?
plot. Yes, I'm sure. But no, you know what? I couldn't chart these for you. I certainly don't know which ones I've seen. I know I saw some of the Channing Tatum one, and that's as far as it goes.
You could have told me that he was in like the first 3, and I would have believed you, but I wouldn't have looked it up.
Hey, maybe he was. I don't know. I mean, probably not. Right? He was kind of starting to hit right after that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
You're right.
after the first one, I think he kind of blew up, and that was.
I think he. Yeah. I think he had a cameo in the second one.
Oh, sure, like a passing of the torch.
Yeah, kind of that kind
now
of thing. He makes
you're
special,
ready for the streets. Yeah. Okay.
special guest appearance, just as like, hey guys, like I'm Channing Tatum, and I've seen that one, and I have the third one on 3D Blu-ray. It's actually a lot of fun. Just that's right. Just for the spectacle of it, it's pretty fun. I enjoy it. It's a underdog sports movie basically, so I enjoy those.
Have you seen the entire run of the Step Up franchise, June?
I have not.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen the first one. Like I haven't seen the first one. I just watched like
The respectable one.
I heard some people that just say like the second one is like really fun, so I just gave it a watch like a long time ago. I was like, yeah, that's pretty fun. The dances are good. It's just good, fun to see. Basically, it's like watching a martial arts set piece. And then the third one, like the 3D effects are actually pretty cool. I mean, because it's just people dancing and a lot of stuff like jumping in water and the water puddles just going to come flying at you.
That does sound all right. Probably doesn't translate if you don't have the 3D anymore, though.
That's true. I mean, I think it even without it, I'm sure it'd be still fun.
Yeah,
just fun for the actual physicality. But
Oh, sure.
I mean, obviously the plot and everything is basically, I think they're all Rent or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Like I'm waiting to get on the Step Up franchise when they go to space.
Yeah.
Because I think in Zero G,
Zero G dancing is like, we lose all our coordination in space. No.
I'll check it out when Warwick Davis is the star of one. When he takes over, then I'm all about it.
Leprechaun 2 Step Up to the Streets.
Well, is that if you cross pollinate? I don't know. Leprechaun All In, I'd probably be pretty excited for, or Year of the Dance.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
That's pretty good.
I don't know. I want to see Leprechaun Witness Protection. He's going undercover in the WWE, I guess, as a novelty little person wrestler.
All right.
So anyway,
this knock me down to third place.
Not quite, because Chris had a tough round as
Damn
well.
it!
You guys are neck and neck now. John, I think, has extended his lead with that.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't nail the step ups. I mean,
no, but you nailed Nightmare on Elm
I
Street,
did.
and you didn't step in any, Medeas.
No,
Yeah.
Step into the streets.
I
Step
stepped. Concurrent to the streets. Okay.
You step concurrent to the streets. That's
Mount,
all right.
Mount the curb.
All right.
We've got a few fun. We got some fun ones still left here. So we'll see you guys next time.
Mm-hmm.
Things are about to get heated.
I'm aiming for third place. I'm going to take it.